Welcome back, guys. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, just go and hit the like button, subscribe it. So, today we are going to see what is data type in Java, what are the types of data type in Java, why do we use it. So, there are a lot of things that we are going to see in today's video. So, let's start. What is data type? See, if someone asks you what is data type, see, from its name, we can understand data type. We are in Java, in lots of other programming language, or in our real life scenario, we are going to deal with data. In day-to-day life, we are going to deal with data. Like, what is data? Like date of birth, someone's name, address, and how much money in your account. These are all the things that is data. So for better understanding, we categorized it into some types. That is called data types. Easy. So there are two type of data type in Java. First one is primitive data type and another one is non-primitive data type. So we are going to slow down. Let's explain it again. So data type. Date in our day-to-day life, there are lots of data that we are dealing with. Someone phone number, someone marriage anniversary date, something. There are a lot of things that we are going to deal with. So for better understanding, it is good so that we can categorize it into some types. For for us to remember, still we are not going to remember what is marriage anniversary date. These are the things that nobody remember. So jokes apart, so we understood data types. So there are two in general. There are two types of data. First one is primitive and another one is non-primitive. What is primitive data type? So let's classify the first one. The first one is primitive primitive data type, and another one is non-primitive data type. See, these are the two data type. So we are going to explain it. We are going to understand it further. We are going to take a deep dive. What is primitive data type? From its name, we can easily understand that it is predefined in Java. It will be predefined in Java. That's why, see, let's take easiest definition. Easiest, if someone asks me what is primitive data type, then I'm not going to tell him like technical jargon, any other thing. I will just explain him that it is predefined in Java file. In Java language, it is predefined, and these are the basic data type that we are generally using. So, so let's take a very simple example, just in one line. It is already or predefined in Java. These are the basic data type. These are the most basic data type that we use. Okay. See, now we understood what is data type. Why do we use data type? Technically, for better understanding, we are going to segregate each and every data from. We are going to make we are going to differentiate that it is a number, it is a alphabet, it is what is, it is a decimal number, it is a whole number. So generally, we separate one data from another data. Understand? phone number is different, date of birth is different, address is different, name is different. These are all the data that these are the most basic data that anyone have. So people generally make differentiate between these all the data. We are not just mix up phone number and date of birth, everything. We are not gonna mix it up. So in generally we categorized it into types, that is called data type. So we the next thing that we learned, that what is primitive, how many type of data type. These are two type: primitive data type and non-primitive data type. What is primitive data type? The definition is, it is a very simple definition, that it is predefined in Java. These are the basic uh, these are the basic data type that we are going to use, most basic data type. Okay, so what is non-primitive data type? Is it not predefined in Java? Obviously it is also predefined in Java. So we will understand the difference later. So first, deal with primitive data type. There are 8 primitive data type. How many types of primitive data type? Let's comment this out. Or wait, just let's clean this up so you are not going to confuse, and let's comment this out. See, how many type of primitive data type? Total 8 type of primitive data type. And what are those? These are, we will going to write each and everyone name. First is boolean. Boolean. Okay, so we are going to write a name, then its range. Okay, then its range. Name, range, not range, default size. First default size. uh, Default, not default size. Nobody asking what is the default size, but let's take default size. Now if we are studying, then let's study everything. Default size, and now its range. Okay, so we are going to learn what is the primitive data type. We already saw the definition. So what are the types of primitive data type? Total 8 type of primitive data type. What are those? First one, boolean. These questions, these range is somebody ask you at some point of time, but generally these two things nobody gonna ask you, but you should remember this. Okay, and obviously the name too. Boolean. What is the default size of Boolean? What is the default value of Boolean? Sorry. Default size is 1 bit. Generally, Boolean default size is 1 bit, and its default value is false. Okay. Default value. What is the default value of Boolean is false. And range, its range, Boolean range, I think its range, I don't remember. Let me check it. I will tell you. Okay, now we are going to see another data type, that is character. Character, or char. Char data type. Char data type, we write char data type in this manner. Wait, character data type. Why is this giving me an error? Still Okay, just remove this character data type. Okay, because of this. Now see here, character data type. Its size is 2 byte. How much space is gonna take? 2 byte. And its range, this one range also I don't remember this one range. I will tell you. And another one is byte. This is the smallest uh, integer type data type. Okay, we can store numerical value in this. So byte data type. It is also it is going to take 1 byte space, and its range, yeah, I remember its range, that is minus 128 to 127. And remember one thing, the boundary value is inclusive, means we will include minus 128 and my 127 also, inclusive. Okay, I will comment all of this out. See now the fourth one, that is short data type. Short data type, its size is 2 byte, and its range is minus 32,768 to 32,767. Also boundary value inclusive. Just notice one thing. See here, ignore minus just for a second. Ignore minus. See, 128, 127, 32768, 32767. Don't you think that we are subtracting minus 1 from our starting value? Minus 1 from 128, that is going to give me 127. 32,768 minus 1, 32,767. Now let's see the fifth one, integer. This is the most used data type you will see ever. Its default size is 4 byte, 4 byte, and uh, its range is very big. I don't remember the I remember this one. See, I think minus 2 to power 31. This one, and here the similar thing, that is minus. For interview purpose, I remember all these things, and here to 30. See, similar pattern, 68, 67, 28, 27, 31, 30. This is the trick. If you want to remember, just remember the first digit, a range where the range starts from, and just subtract it from minus 1. It will give you the total range. And the another one is long data type. I will give you an example from for each of the data type. The long data type, the range is 8 byte. It can store more digit than integer, and its range is similarly -2, I remember, to the 63, and you can guess till what? -2, 62, -1. And now the float data type. Float, it size is 4 byte, and it has a range unlimited range, and the last one is double double took 8 byte in size space, and it is also unlimited. It has also unlimited range. So let's take example. First, boolean boolean example. See, its default value is false, so boolean a is equal to, let's try something. Let's try something. See what is the output. Wait, local variable may not have been initialized. It is a statically typed language, Java, so we have to initialize our local variable. So here we can give true. Boolean, it can only store true and false. It can only store, it can only be used as a true and false type of questions. So the second example is character. So let's take a variable char. We already took a, b. Now we are going to see take a name c. So character data type. In character data type, we can store any character like a, b, c, d, and when we store something in character data type, we will use single quote like this: a. Suppose I am storing a, we will going to print my variable. Suppose let's take a easy name, not alphabet. Name. So my variable name is name in this case. Now I am going to print my variable that is storing the character value, and value is a. So my output will be false and a. Why this false? Because here this, let me comment out this also. Okay, now only a. See, a. What happen when we store? So tell me what happen if I am going to write more than one character. See a red line, squiggly red line. So see read the error. Read, print an array of character and then terminate the line. See, it is suggesting me that if you have more than one character, so store it in an array. Don't store it in character data type. Just make an array of character data type, then store it. Always read the error, because it is always pointing out something that something is not correct. See invalid character. So let's move to our another data type, that is byte. So byte, so we can store number here. So num is equal to 2 3 something, and now we can generally, if I'm going to print my num, then the output will be, you can guess, that is 3. So why do we use byte data type? See, byte data type, short data type, these data, if we have a memory constraint, let's suppose in my system I don't have much space, I have memory issue, so I can use these type of smaller data type which take less space than integer. Okay, but if you don't have memory issue, then you can use short or integer or float. Don't jump for it like I will only use double, I'm gonna only use integer. Sometimes just store it in short data type, as simple as that. So as a good coding practice, always keep in mind that you are not going to take a lot space. Okay, now the another example, that is short data type. Let's take a pretty quick example. Short num, it can also store an integer value like a number. So we will going to assign it in like 5 4 4, and as usual I am going to print out num. My output will be 4. So if I have a memory constraint, if I want to save memory, I'm gonna use short, because short is 2 times smaller than integer. Integer is 32-bit, short is 16-bit. It is 2 times smaller than integer. So if required, go for short. If you have a memory. Now our most beloved data type, that is int. Wait, I did something that I'm not supposed to do. Int. Int num is equal to, let's suppose 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 5 6, and now I'm going to print this out, num. Voila. So this is my output. What happen if I do this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, another 0? See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. If I give another digit, then it will give me a error. It can only store up to 10 digit. See, the little 1 2 3 4 5 6, whatever the number I typed of type int, that is out of range. Means its range, it is out of its range. What is the range? Range is this. Range is this. So integer only store up to 10 digit. Always remember. If you want to store more than 10 digit, then same example, go for long. If you want to store more than 10 digit, up here I am going to change it hello and g, long num. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. See the error, where I am getting the error. Okay, that error is because I have to give L at last. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Now why? it is out of range. So let's cut 5 digit. Now 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so how many digit it can store up to? Here 10 and here 9. Total 19 digit. We can store total 19 digit in a long data type, and always use L at last, because if you don't give L, Java compiler will think that this is not a long data type, this is an integer data type. So always when you are using long data type, give L to remove the confusion, or not always capital L. You can always also give a small L, but for a good practice, give capital L. Now I am gonna take my another example, that is float. So let's take float. Here float is used for decimal value. Till here we are using only till from byte to int. We are only using integer value, but now we are going to use finally decimal value from float to double. See, so here we are going to give any decimal value, and at last I will give f. So here focus. See, when why did I give L? Because see, till here we are going to use integer value. There is no decimal, not a single decimal I have used. See here, not I did not use decimal value. Here also I did not give decimal value, and here also. So till here only integer type of values we are using. So here the confusion is, if I take long data type and don't give L, these are all the integer. So it is going to think that it is not a long data type, it is a integer data type. So same confusion here. From here to here, float and double, we are going to use what? We are going to use decimal value. So if we do not give uh, f here, it will going to think that it is double, because double is greater in size, so it has more priority, like it is superior. So that's why Java compiler will think that if you don't give anything, then it will gonna think that this is double. So look at the error. What is the error that we are getting? Type mismatch, cannot convert from double to float, cannot convert. It is thinking that this is double, this value is double, and we are storing this double value in this float. From here, look at my cursor, this is a double value. Compiler is thinking that this is a double data type value, and look at my cursor, we are storing it to float type of value. So double is greater in size, and greater in size cannot adjust in smaller size. So this is giving me an error. So to remove the confusion, just give either small f or capital F. Now at last, the output will be same, I think. See the output. See, notice here 765. It is going to print 8. You know why? Pretty simple. The range is unlimited, so why to save the space, it is going to round off the figure. Okay, just to save the space, it is automatically rounding off. Same thing will happen in double. I think I'm pretty clear. If you have any doubt, just drop your doubt in the comment section. Now we are going to use our biggest data type, that is double. Here no need to give f, no need to give anything. If I uncomment this line, just look at there is no error. See here, if I remove f, it is giving me an error because this is a float data type. But when we use uh, double data type, here error because similar variable num1. So see here, there is no error. We don't need to explicitly type D here because it is superior in compiler will think that double data type is biggest data type, so no need to give explicitly D or F anything. So when I used to print, this is okay in the num. See, I am taking variable num1, but I am printing the older value num, so I have to change it num1, then it will print. See, it is not rounding off till now because it can store up to, it has 8 byte space, it can store larger value, so it is not going to round off in this much. Now we are going to study non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type is something that is, see, let me write now, tell you why we use non-primitive data type. First example is string. Second, if I take second example, that is class. Third example will be what? Array. And if you want to take want another example, I think that will be, yeah, interface. See, these are the examples of non-primitive data type. Okay, so why non-primitive? See, because non-primitive, because only class can have. Why string is non-primitive? First, these are all the predefined in Java already. We don't need to define these things because, but still we are going to tell it non-primitive. There is a reason that I am going to tell you, that we can do many functions with it. We are not going to do any functions with primitive data type. See, suppose just for the better understanding, if I take a variable that is string, just see the screen, string name is equal to Ujjwal. Okay, now someone asks me what is the length of your name. I can simply take a variable or simply print this name dot length 6 6. Can we do the same thing with primitive data type? Suppose I have number, float number. Let's try. I never did. So num dot, see, no suggestions are coming here. Look at here. See, suggestions are coming here, but here no suggestions because we can't do anything. There is no functionality we can do with primitive data type, but we can do many functionality with non-primitive data type, like dot length, dot substring. These are the functionality. Okay, that's why we called it non-primitive data type. Okay, I gave you already the example. Class is this. See, already I am using a class demo. Hope you like the video. Just hit the like button and subscribe, and write the comment in the comment section what are your doubts, and I'm continuously trying to make a good video for all of you folks. Thank you. Bye bye.